Silence. In the stillness of your mind, can you hear it? That quiet voice that whispers, you are meant for more. But most people never listen. They are too busy running from discomfort, from challenge, from themselves. Yet the greatest journey a human being can ever take is not across mountains or oceans, it is the journey within. The path to self-mastery begins not when you control the world, but when you learn to control the world inside you. Body deep, reflective and toughdom. Dit zijn jongen toepansjeven verlext voorbeeld toe. And motivational. Every day you wake up and face a battle, not against others, but against your own thoughts, emotions and habits. This is the battlefield of the self. To master yourself is understand your mind, to see anger without becoming it, to feel fear without bowing to it, to meet failure and say, you will not define me. True strength does not shout, it does not demand, it moves quietly with discipline and intention. When you can sit in stillness while chaos surrounds you, you have already won the fight that matters most. The mind is a wild horse. If you do not learn to guide it, it will throw you off at every turn. But when you take the reins through mindfulness, patience, and consistent practice, you begin to ride with balance, not resistance. Do not seek to escape difficulty. Do not hope for an easy life. Instead, cultivate the strength to meet life as it is. Every pain, every setback, every obstacle, it is your teacher. It is there to sharpen your awareness, to test your commitment, to reveal the limits you have placed upon yourself, and to show you that those limits are illusions. So today make a decision not to conquer others, not to chase titles, wealth or applause, but to conquer yourself. Is each morning with purpose. Train your body, but more importantly, train your mind. Observe your thoughts, master your emotions, let your actions flow from awareness, not impulse. The way to self-mastery is not a single step, but a lifetime of practice. Yet every great transformation begins with a single breath, a single moment of presence, a single choice to take control of your inner world. Remember, when you master yourself, you are free, truly free. Now go, discipline your mind, strengthen your spirit, and become the master of your own life. Every day begins with a silent confrontation between who you are and who you strive to become. The mind wakes before the body, flooded with thoughts, some empowering, some destructive. This inner dialogue shapes your entire day. If you fail to recognize it, it will guide you without your awareness, pulling you in directions you never intended to go. To master yourself, you must learn to observe this constant stream of thought, like watching clouds pass across the sky. Do not chase them, do not fight them. Simply see them for what they are. Temporary movements within your mind. When anger rises, feel it without judgment. When doubt appears, acknowledge it without surrender. This practice is not suppression, it is understanding. True control is not about crushing emotion, it is about recognizing it before it controls you. Many people believe mastery comes from power, but real power is quiet. It comes from knowing when to act, when to be still, and when to let go. The untrained mind reacts to everything it encounters. The trained mind chooses its response. This is why awareness is the foundation of self-mastery. Without awareness, discipline becomes blind effort and motivation burns out quickly. When you begin to see how your thoughts influence your actions, how your emotions shape your decisions, you start to reclaim the steering wheel of your life. This awareness becomes a light guiding you through confusion, distraction, and fear. Only through understanding your inner world can you begin to command it. Discipline is the bridge between intention and transformation. Without it, even the most powerful dreams remain trapped in the realm of thought. Discipline is not punishment. It is the expression of commitment to your higher self. It is the quiet promise you make each morning to show up, to practice, to stay the course no matter how you feel. The undisciplined mind seeks comfort. It avoids challenge and feeds on distraction. But the disciplined mind walks through discomfort willingly, knowing that growth only happens where ease ends. Every repetition, every mindful action is a step toward mastery. It is not the intensity of your effort that shapes you, but the consistency of your dedication. You cannot plant a seed today and demand a tree tomorrow. You must water it daily, protect it, nurture it, and trust in time. So too with your spirit, you must train it through small deliberate acts, waking early when you wish to sleep, breathing deeply when you wish to react, continuing forward when your body and mind whisper stop. Discipline teaches patience, and patience reveals strength. It is in the moments when no one is watching, when results seem far away, that true discipline is forged. To remain steadfast in those moments is to align yourself with purpose rather than emotion. Each time you overcome the urge to quit, you silence the weaker voice within you and strengthen the one that leads. Through discipline, chaos becomes order and potential becomes power. Challenges are not barriers, they are mirrors reflecting the truth of who you are. When life tests you, it is not to destroy you but to reveal the strength that lies dormant within. Each obstacle carries a lesson disguised in discomfort. The mind often labels difficulties as misfortune, yet they are the exact moments that shape character and deepen your understanding. When you encounter pain, frustration, or loss, pause and ask yourself, not why is this happening to me, but what is this teaching me? That single shift in perspective transforms suffering into growth and resistance into resilience. Every storm you face has the potential to cleanse rather than break you. Adversity strips away illusion, forcing you to meet your true self, the part untouched by fear or doubt. When you learn to stand firm amidst chaos, you begin to see that control was never about the outside world but about your inner response. Growth is never born in comfort. It emerges through endurance, through the willingness to remain present even when everything in you wants to run away. Challenges refine your patience, sharpen your focus, and strengthen your spirit. They humble the ego, teaching that mastery is not achieved by avoiding struggle, but by embracing it fully. When you no longer see challenges as enemies but as allies, life itself becomes your teacher. The fire of difficulty then transforms into the forge of transformation, shaping you into someone unshakable, aware, and complete. Awareness is the foundation of all transformation. Without awareness, you move through life unconsciously, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. To be aware is to wake up, to see clearly the thoughts, emotions, and impulses that drive your actions. Most people live like travelers lost in fog, unaware of why they feel restless, angry, or afraid. Awareness clears that fog. It allows you to see the patterns that repeat, the habits that limit you, and the beliefs that quietly shape your reality. Once you begin to observe yourself without judgment, understanding arises naturally. Awareness is not thinking more, it is thinking less and seeing more. It is the stillness that watches the movement of the mind without being swept away by it. When you practice awareness, you begin to notice the gap between stimulus and response, the sacred pause where freedom lives. In that space, you gain the power to choose rather than react. You no longer become a slave to emotion or impulse. You become the observer, calm and steady in the face of change. This practice demands patience. The mind will resist being observed. It will distract, justify, and pull you into its stories. But with gentle persistence, you start to see that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that perceives them. In that realization lies liberation. Every moment of awareness weakens the chains of reactivity and strengthens the presence of clarity, balance, and inner harmony within you. Balance is the art of living between extremes. It is the quiet harmony that emerges when strength meets softness, when effort meets surrender, and when discipline meets compassion. Many seek success by pushing endlessly, believing that more force, more speed, more struggle will lead to mastery. But a life lived only in one direction burns out quickly. Just as the bow must be relaxed after tension, the mind too must find stillness after effort. Balance is not weakness, it is wisdom. It teaches that rest is as important as action, reflection as vital as movement. To live in balance means to listen to your body, your emotions, and the rhythm of your own energy. When you are tired, rest. When you are strong, advance. When the moment calls for silence, do not fill it with noise. This is not passivity, it is precision. It is responding with awareness rather than acting from habit. Balance brings clarity, allowing you to walk the middle path where peace and power coexist. Life constantly pulls you in opposing directions: ambition versus contentment, control versus acceptance, giving versus receiving. Without balance, these forces tear you apart. With balance, they become your allies, each one giving meaning to the other. The storm and the calm both have their place. To find balance is to recognize that mastery is not about domination or suppression, but about alignment, living in harmony with your inner and outer worlds, steady in every situation, grounded in every motion. Purpose is the guiding flame that gives direction to every action, every thought, and every breath. Without it, even great effort feels empty, and even success feels hollow. Purpose is not something found in the outside world, it is discovered in the quiet depths of your own being. It is the deep sense of knowing why you rise in the morning, why you endure hardship, and why you continue to walk even when the path is steep. When purpose awakens, confusion fades, and discipline becomes natural. You no longer need to be pushed forward. You are pulled by something greater within you. Finding purpose requires honesty. It demands that you look beyond the surface of desires and ambitions to see what truly moves your heart. It is not always grand or dramatic. Sometimes purpose reveals itself in the simple act of living with integrity, of bringing awareness and compassion into all that you do. When your actions align with your purpose, energy flows effortlessly. You begin to feel a quiet power, a stability that remains even in uncertainty. Purpose transforms obstacles into opportunities for deepening your commitment. It gives meaning to struggle and clarity to sacrifice. Those without purpose are easily distracted, tossed by winds of doubt and external approval. Those with purpose walk with calm determination, knowing that every step, no matter how small, carries them closer to truth. Purpose is the anchor of the soul, the force that turns existence into experience and effort into evolution.